Well, good day and I love you. My name is Heather Peterson Lockhart, and I am super excited to be here with you today and super excited to share with you because we're in a lovely, timely window where we can really help ourselves release the role of lack and step into a higher vibration. That's what time it is on planet Earth. So much easier said than done for some of us, right? So I'm going to spend a few minutes with you this evening chatting with you about how we can use this time to highest serve ourselves, which in turn also serves others in the greatest manifestation on planet Earth, and become more of who we want to be. We're going to talk about the upgrading human as it is time to rise on planet Earth. We are given greater dispensations of co-creation, which means humanity is capable of greater evolution than ever before. So, I'm super excited to be here on Earth, super excited to be in this beautiful, capable vessel, and I'm super excited to be here with you. So, let's start together with a little bit of breathing and centering, because we all need it, but we especially need it right now. Isn't this a crazy time on planet Earth? This is possibly the most evolutionary time for humanity. If you follow astrology, if you observe the, I was going to say, not to use the same word over and over, evolutionary changes, if you watch how the Earth herself is changing physically, we can really see that things are heating up and shifting incredibly. So, this is a heart chakra bowl. It's a beautiful Tibetan toning bowl. If you would like, go ahead and put your feet flat on the ground if you're sitting on a chair. If you're sitting flat on the ground, I do this every time. If you're sitting flat on the ground, or if you're sitting in your chair, go ahead and bring your belly button forward, bring your shoulders back and your chest forward. And we're going to close our eyes and open our hands. And we're opening our hands as a conscious allowance of releasing and allowing and participating, not saying we know it all, right? And when we breathe in through our nose, we're going to take a big breath as deep as we can, all the way to the bottom of our belly, to the base of our spine. And then we're going to exhale even longer out our mouths and let it make noise like this. That's called an audible exhale. And the really cool thing about that is our bodies hear that exhale and our bodies calm down. We are not our bodies, we are our souls. Our bodies are super capable, superconductors, bioelectric magnetic superconductors, awaiting our conscious participation. Yes. So, let's do that. Let's update our biology and give ourselves some grace. Go ahead and close your eyes and open your hands. My neighbor has birds. You hear them? Close your eyes, relax your mouth, calm your shoulders. Let your eyes smile and your lips relax as your shoulders soften and your hips get heavy. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and in through your nose and out through your mouth, and a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take your left hand and put it on your chest. Take your right hand and put it on your left. And say, I love you, to your body that gifts you this experience in the flesh. And then say, I love you, this planet that gives us the water we drink and the air we breathe, the gravity we need. I love you to all it is, to a power greater than we, whatever you call your HP, for doing it all up so beautifully and benevolently. And so it is. Let's take one more big breath in through our nose. And let it go out through your mouth. And open your eyes. Energized, refreshed, refueled, refilled with vitality. Okay, y'all. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for spending some time. So as of this afternoon, we hit the balsamic moon phase on the precipice of the new moon in Taurus. What does that mean? So for those of you who are new to astrology, the reason that I discuss astrology with y'all is we're part of the almighty universe. We're part of the almighty neighborhood, and all of these celestial bodies and their transits and their movements and their interactions with each other affect everything in the universe. And as is above, so is below. So as the energies change in the cosmos, these energies trickle down onto planet Earth, all of the other planets in the galaxy, and affect the creatures accordingly. Now you hear humans run around saying history repeats itself. No, it really doesn't. What repeats itself are the mathematical transits of the universe that lend specific energies. Now, if human consciousness has not changed in any way, then the chances are when certain circumstances and situations are presented, the humans will choose the same things, unless they have grown, unless they have changed, unless they have evolved, right? And it's wild, you can see the parallels, because it just so happens we're in a whole lot of the same transits as 1939, 1940, and 1941. Yeah. So Uranus just came into Gemini, which is what happened in 1940, and there's a lot of parallels right now to what's going on in the world in 1940s, aren't there? Wild, isn't it? And so we could, if we were not knowing, if we were not in the know and we didn't really tune in, we might say some silly shit like, history is repeating itself. But since we are consciously becoming, and becoming more conscious humans, play on words intended, we can say, well, look at that. The universe is giving us a chance to evolve, to do better this time, to grow up, to be more sovereign, more independent, to connect and participate in a more evolutionary way. Yay, how exciting. And that's exactly what it is if you so choose. And so right now we're in the balsamic phase of the moon. The reason the moon cycle is so important, let me rewind and back up for a second. First of all, I'm teaching this lesson in my ItTakesAVillage. What I'm going to give to you right now is like a mini workshop. So if you want to hang with me for about 30 minutes, I'm going to you're going to change your life. You're going to upgrade and update your life in the next 30 minutes, okay? I'm going to get you ready for this next moon cycle, which is a really big deal, all right? The moon controls all life on planet Earth. The moon controls the tides. The moon controls the water. The water is 72% of the planet. All the water is also 72% of your body. And guess what? That 72% water is conscious. It carries memory and it communicates with other water. Okay? So you have this dance with conscious water on the entire planet, outside of your body and inside your body, and you don't even know that it's all talking and that it's all influenced by the moon. The moon is what controls all of this. So when she moves in different places, in different signs and aspects different planets, it creates different energies. And the other way that I explain this is the reason we pay attention to these energies and we try to utilize these energies is it's like when you're younger and you're going to ask your parents for the keys to the car. Well, you don't want to ask your parents when they're in a bad mood. You don't want to, right when mom comes through the door and she's been working really hard and she's tired and she's hungry, you don't want to be like, hey, can I have $30 and the keys to the car? No. You let her take her shoes off. You let her get something to eat, right? You back off the gas pedal for a minute and you read the room, you read your mom, you read the energy, and you utilize that energy for what you want, right? It's no different. So during this time, during the balsamic moon phase, is when we are letting things die, okay? This is when we're releasing beliefs, behaviors that are either no longer beneficial, maybe they've served their purpose, maybe all of the above, maybe we finally learned some lessons and we're ready for some more evolution. And so during this time, this is the energy lent is for release. The balsamic moon is the end of the moon cycle when we say the moon is dying. She is not visible in the sky. She is getting ready to become completely invisible, to go completely dormant before she becomes new, this time on May 16th at 4:01 Eastern Standard Time, okay? And that new moon is in Taurus. Taurus, the sign of the bull, all right? Earth sign, time to ground some of our energy, but the difference this time is we are not, in case you can't tell, grounding our energy on planet Earth like we have been for the last 200,000 years. The last 200,000 years, we were in Earth era on planet Earth. We changed over when these planets shifted over and we came into the age of Aquarius. And now we are in a 200,000 year air era on planet Earth. And as you can feel, things are faster. Things are faster and they progress differently. They don't have the same traction on planet Earth like they used to. Used to be like you had some time to experience a situation, maybe toss it around a little bit, think about it, throw it around, and then it would still be there. It's like it would still be hanging around in the ether. You could go out there, pick it, talk about it with your friends, entertain it, and come around. It's gone. It's not like that anymore, is it? It's like the opportunities present themselves and you have to seize them that day or they don't come back around the same. Time itself, even though time is a human construct, is passing very quickly. The shift and exchange in information, especially with AI, is much more quick. It's so quick that we're not even sure what's true anymore, right? So the discernment, and you can feel that it's like when you walk on the ground, things are slow and steady and you pick your steps and your feet have weight. And it feels more sure and it feels more solid. Well, now it's like we're all riding a magic carpet and we just got the carpet and we don't know what we're doing and we're all over the map and we don't know how to navigate and we're bumping into each other and we're bumping into our own shit. And it's not that it's wrong, it's just brand new. It's just brand new. And it's probably going to be like this in the next few years with Uranus and Gemini when we have flying cars. We'll have flying cars in the next 7 years, within the next 7 years. As these planets shift into different signs, their energy changes the flow of things, right? And so by paying attention to these, we can naturally see where we can allow ourselves to tune in and utilize what's being naturally gifted and help ourselves grow, help ourselves evolve. Another reason I study this stuff is because if I can read my own chart, you have a natal chart. Let me pause for those who are new to this. And thank you for those who are joining me who are new to this stuff, to the woo-woo. Some of my clients call me Heather woo-woo. So when you're born, everything in the sky is in a certain spot, right? You have a cosmic signature. The second you come to this earth, everything in the sky is in a certain spot. And someone cataloged it and recorded it. And in that, you have this planet in this sign, this planet in this sign. You were born in this sign. You know this stuff. You know what you are. Like, you know that you were born in whatever sign, right? I was born January 6th. I'm a Capricorn, okay? I'm very much a Capricorn. However, when you were born, there was a sign coming up on the horizon. It's the rising sign. And that rising sign is how others will perceive you. So in my case, I'm very much a Capricorn. I'm very much a Capricorn inside, the way that I function, the way that I feel, the way that I identify. But the way that I present and the way that I participate is very Sagittarius. And you guys can see that too. I'm like, I'm your huckleberry. I'll try it. In my alcoholism and addiction, I'm like, I'll try it. And you're like, Heather, but everyone dies. I'm like, but not me, not me. I'm gonna figure it out. You know, this Sagittarius was the rising sign when I came to the earth. And so although I am a Capricorn, many would, cosmic signature allows me to understand that everybody has a pathology. And everybody, oh, sorry about that. Don't know what happened. Everybody comes with contracts. And we could say, I don't want to call them issues. I'd like to call that cause for evolution. I don't know why this is doing this. I work from home. I work from here. I'm sorry this is blanking out. My internet connection is usually fine. And I did forget what I was saying, so let me think here. Oh, it makes me understand that everyone has a pathology. It allows me to understand that people come with contracts so that they can grow in certain ways. So they might have come under the conditions that they'll be blind to this. They might have come under the conditions that they will not see this, they will be ignorant here so they can grow here. Or this door will be closed so they can go look for this one. You see, when you start to understand that about other humans and about yourself, it gives you so much more compassion and tolerance. When you begin to understand that, like, it's not wrong and right. It's just growth. It's just evolution. It's just learning, right? And you're just going to do your best. And the truth is, your participation, whether you think it is good or bad, is evolutionary to spirit. Because you are the embodiment of the Almighty in a unique spark. I like to say we're a unique spark of the Almighty flame. And you came to burn in a unique way. And I can't do what you can do, and you can't do what I can do. And you came to express everything in this form of you, and me in the form of me. And you can't do me, and I can't do you. What a beautiful thing. If you could really embrace that, if you could really allow yourself to be free in that, perhaps you wouldn't view everything you do as wrong, right, mistake, good, bad, right? It would just be, whew, that one hurt. I don't think I'm going to do it again that way. I don't think I'm going to do it again. Or, whoa, that's not a good mix for me. I think I'm just going to stay away from that altogether. You know? And then it's not a mistake if I learn from it. In my program of recovery, we have a phrase that says, we do not wish to erase the past. We do not wish to close the door. Oh my God. We do not wish to erase the past. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of that? We do not wish to erase the past nor close the door on it. I think because I'm trying to think of it, I can't think of the exact words. But basically, you understand that everything that happened in your past made you who you are, you know? Okay, so let's get back to what I want to share with you today. All right, so today until the 16th is the time we drop the old stuff that's not working. Now, you have some beliefs inside you that have created some behaviors. Between the beliefs and the behaviors, you have some dynamics. You have relationships or circumstances. You have things going on that are not working right now, or they feel like they just went really bad, or you're not going to get what you need. You don't have what you want, right? And the way that we've been taught in the 3D is that you have to go after the stuff on the outside. You have to watch what's going on the outside, react to what's going on the outside, probably protest and fix what's going on the outside, and then you can have what you need and have what you want, right? But that outside stuff has to change so you can get what you need, right? And so with that understanding, that is operating in our masculine energy, which is very much today's paradigm. And it's a damaged masculine energy. It's not even a healthy way of operating with our environment. It's a very like, I've got to conquer, I've got to do it all, everything's in my doing, and there's not a lot of partnership. There's no partnership with all that is, and there's no partnership with your being. So we have this masculine energy of the doing, and we have the feminine energy of the being. And this is not a man-woman thing. This is a, pardon me one second. Okay. This is a vital energy thing. Every living thing on planet Earth has male energy and has female energy. All right. So, and like I said, it's not a gender thing. It's not a sexual orientation. It is all living things on planet Earth have masculine and feminine energy. And so those energies manifest in different ways. And if we were marrying the masculine with the feminine, we would have this holy matrimony of doing and being, and the manifestation would be magical. So on today's earth, it's very much about the doing. It's very much about the masculine energy, to the degree that even the female has become so engineered. She is so masculine. She's a boss. If she's really doing a good job, she's an absolute total boss. She does. She doesn't even have to be anything anymore. In fact, I was thinking about how I was talking to my son about Ronda Rousey, who's coming up in a fight this weekend. And I was telling him about how back in the day she had said, "I ain't no do nothing, bitch." And how when she was saying that, she's speaking right here, but what you can hear all under here is, I have to do a lot in order to be worthy. I have to get recognized. I have to do all these things in order to be worthy. I can't just fundamentally be. I can't just sit and be. That's not enough, right? And so it's a very damaged view and implementation of this energy, because one is not better than the other. They are polarities. And the idea is to live in the middle ground and to embody and embrace the benefits of both. So, right now on planet Earth, when we're going through all this stuff, we are like, oh, this is what's happening. This is what happened. So I'm observing. Right now I'm going to react. This feels bad. This isn't how I thought it was going to happen. These weren't my expectations. This wasn't what I thought it was going to look like. So that means it's bad. Now it's bad, right? So this happened, and now because of this, I feel this way, which means it's all bad, and I can't go I have to fix it. I have to fix it, okay? So this is all about my doing energy. This has nothing to do with my being. This has nothing to do with who I be. Well, what if we changed the focus instead of to what's happening on the outside and how I should react and respond to it, to who I be? What if I focused on my identity? You see, the role of the identity in this is key, because how you see yourself creates your focal point of energy, your resonant vibration, what you are attracting, and that's magnetic feminine energy. If I can get solid on who I be, I don't have to go do as much. I can center, focus, and call in. It's no different than, you can put this on the analogy of like a traditional, if you will, y'all, husband and wife, okay? And she stays in the home and she tells him what she needs, and he goes out and does it. Well, she has to understand and be very conscious of what she needs in that home. She needs to be very aware of what the home needs, what she needs. Then she has to articulate her needs to him. And then he goes and takes care of it. He goes and does, and then brings it back to the being in the home, okay? So that fundamental relationship, that holy matrimony of masculine, feminine energy, of right brain, left brain, is happening in each one of us. We're supposed to be having our own dance between the he and the she within thee. But we've gotten so focused on the doing that we've completely forgotten about the being, all right? So for today, and I wanted to tell you this, I want to put some skin on what this looks like. We're going to try to release these. You have to get in touch with the way you see yourself if you want your reality to change right now. You have to get in touch with your identity. Because the thing is, you're running a program of lack. You're running a program, an identity program of lack if you don't have what you want right now, if you don't have what you need, Okay, so I had some examples here. I wanted to put some skin on it. What made me come and talk on this today is I have a client, all right? She has had, for the longest time, and this is very important, for the longest time she can remember, she's had an inheritance, okay? She's had an inheritance. So she's been the girl and then the woman with the inheritance. And so that's her identity, all right? That's her identity. And so she has seen the world and its possibilities through this lens, through this identity as the girl and then the woman who has this inheritance, okay? Well, something has happened as of recent, and so now that inheritance is altered, all right? And so she is faced with this, what we could say is a devastating reality, because for her whole life she's seen it this one way, and because she's seen it this one way, she has created an identity and a relationship with the universe accordingly. She is the girl that's always going to be okay because she has the inheritance. And so she approaches the universe, this is very important, she approaches the universe favorably. She approaches the universe with a glass half full. She approaches with, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimism. She approaches with a resonant vibration of positivity because she feels like she's safe and she has what she needs. And so she's able to go interact with all that is in this way. Like she has a safety net, right? And so that's the way she has met her situations, with a calm vibration, all right? And so now that this situation has changed, it is messing with her vibration. It's messing with her vibrational resonance, because the role she has always had, the role's identity with the universe is now shifted, and it's making her feel thwarted. And it's making her feel so thwarted that she is seeing the results of it in her 3D life pretty quickly. Like she's got some bills that are changing and some situations that are looking like they're going to demand more resources and attention. So if we're already paying attention to where we're feeling like there's a lack, and we're identifying in a way now that there's a lack, then we're definitely going to start seeing more of that lack, because the universe is so fast, so attentive, so beautiful, and so gifting. What we are and who we be, she's matching us vibrationally every second, all right? And so it's understandable how this thing has shifted in her life, and where she saw herself in the safe role because of this pipeline that fed her, and then the pipeline got pinched. And so now she's afraid she's not going to be able to receive what she needs to feed the things accordingly. Okay, understandable. And we see it and we understand it. Like I said, we get it. But is this the only pipeline in an abundant universe? No, not even close. In fact, what if we stop to think for a second that the universe is actually saying, hey, guess what? It seems to me like you've done a lot of evolutionary work, you've really grown, and I think you're ready to branch out in different ways. So I'm going to pinch this because I want you to go explore these other things, because I see how capable you are now, how many gifts you are embodying, how much you're capable of working with others. Look how strong, look how resolute you're keeping yourself. Like, look, you are on the beam, girlfriend. Yay, yay, yay. So I'm going to pinch this because it's going to make you have to move a little and make some more connections and branch out and expand. And I'm the universe, and that's what I'm all about. Expansion, expansion. Isn't that delicious? What if we saw it that way? If she saw it that way, then her vibration would not even blip, would it? She would just get out there and just keep doing what she's doing and just look for more, because she'd be like, oh, it's pipeline manifestation time. It's time to go find new pipelines and siphon more energy and siphon more resources. This is exciting. But it's not at all how we feel, is it? It's not at all how we feel. It came to mind to me that, so I've done fitness and nutrition for 31 years, okay? And I am a wizard nutritionist and a beast trainer. I'm one of the best in the world. And so my confidence in that is through the roof because I have experience galore. Like I was speaking with someone the other day, and we were talking about how he was saying, you know, if he's like, where we're at with this nutrition, you can just like listen to someone talk and you can just give them the feedback right then. You don't even have to take out a pen and paper. And I was like, exactly. You could just listen and, you know, blah, 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 because I'm so experienced in this. And I have every bit of faith that I can help someone change their body, change their health, change their life, change their belief system, heal from anything under the sun, balance any organ, any system, heal from anything, late stage, inoperable, anything. Yes, I said it. I'm going to say it again. You have no idea how capable the human vessel is. It's an increase in conductivity and a reverse in polarity in the systems, and then you are good to go. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Okay, so you can see, you can hear, you can listen by talking, by watching me now. You can see how I totally believe in this. I'm wholeheartedly, because like I said, I've got years of work. I have thousands of clients. I have testimonials galore. I can tell you to call so-and-so, look at so-and-so, whatever, right? And so I don't blip there. My vibration is so solid in not only my ability to help people, my ability to create business, my ability to make money, my ability to be viable, my ability to be worthy in the industry. Like I'm just so solid there, right? I'm so solid. And so I was thinking about, and it's funny too, because like if you're having something in your life right now where you know there's an issue, but you don't really know what the issue is, right? Like let's say you're not making money, okay, but you don't know why. So, so this has always been what I do, right? So then I go through a phase in 2017, okay, in 2017, where I have to go to court. I have to go to family court, and I'm in family court for years, and I'm in family court to the tune of fucking $120,000, all right? Excuse me. And so that whole time is like broke off as shit. It's just, it's horrible. It really is. It is just a jacked up time in my life that is black filled and it's so scary and it's so hard. And at the same time, like before that, I had begun shifting slightly out of standard fitness and nutrition and into energetic healing, and I was having wonderful results and my work was wonderful. But then I go in this chapter in my life where there's so much lack and there's so much stress and there's so much uncertainty, and I am immersed in a system that is not transparent, it's not authentic, and it doesn't give a flying fuck about my kids, okay? Or about anyone's well-being, about anyone's health, about any sanctity at all. Not even a little damn bit. Not even a little damn bit. All right? And in fact, it's funny, I remember a conversation with my father. My father was a 6'6" Army general, and at one point my dad says, and he's so Army, and this is how I talk to my dad. He says to me, "It is the duty of the court to protect its citizens." I said, "Yes, sir." And he says, "Is the court protecting you?" I said, "No, sir." And he said, "Then what is your duty?" I said, "To protect myself and my family, sir." And he goes, "Huh!" I'll never forget that. My dad was so intense. Anyway, so there's no signs that this shit's gonna get okay, and it sucks. It just feels horrible, right? And so it's like the lack is everywhere around me. There's no dodging it. You know what I mean? It's like trying to pretend that something hurts when it doesn't hurt. It hurts. You feel it, okay? And so I, without realizing it, I kind of sink into a chapter where I become the single mom. I become the single mom that's in court. I'm that mom. And although I'm not talking about it, because I definitely don't want to go in here and run my mouth about it and let y'all know so that you can be like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry you're going through that," and double down on my fucking demise. No. Even though I'm not running my mouth about it, and though I'm not putting it all over social media, and a whole bunch of you might not know it, I know it. In fact, if we really think about it, that's why I'm keeping it quiet. You see, you're starting to understand the resonant vibration. My vibration says, "Oh shit, this is fucked up. I'm scared. I don't know if this is going to be okay." Even though my mouth is not saying that, I'm not running my mouth about it, and I'm not being loud about it because I am scared and I don't want to draw attention. So I'm behaving in the lack. I'm taking action from the lack. I'm responding and reacting from the lack. Okay? Because my identity is that mom. I'm that single mom now that's in the court system who doesn't have what she needs. Right? It's very scary. There's a lot of women there. It's very scary. Right? I'm sure there's some dads there too. I'm not trying to pick all that. Anyway. So I didn't realize that I was in that spot. I just kept like treading water for a minute. You know what I mean? Like I was just stuck there until I forget probably what shifted was I needed to make more money, right? So I went back to my roots. And so I was like, I'm just going to start training and doing nutrition again, right? I'm just going to like bang out badass bodies again because I'm so good at that, okay? So like, you know what? I started some training groups. I started contracting out of a gym. I make some shit online. Like I do this stuff and I'm good, right? Well, it's once I step into that vibration again of that trainer, of that nutritionist where I know I'm so solid, it's not till I've been hanging out there for a minute and playing in there that I realize that that's the identity. That's the identity where I feel comfortable, where I feel confident. And when I play in that identity, when I show up as Heather the trainer, when I show up as Heather the nutritionist, even though I might still be Heather the mom that's in court, Heather the mom that feels all these things, but when I'm wearing that hat, I feel competent. I know my shit. I know who I am. And so the universe, real recognizes real. She gives me clients. Right away. She shows up with all of that. Because I'm like, hey, I came to dance. I give her a solid focal point of attraction. There's no wobble. I know who I am. I know what I'm good at. Match me with what I'm doing, with who I be, and it happens, okay? And only when I'm vibrating in there for a hot minute do I realize this feels different. I feel so competent. I feel so worthy. I feel so like a go-getter. I'm like, whoa, look at me. What changed? What's the difference? Because I didn't go get a new education. I didn't go do anything different. I donned a hat of a vibration that I'm very experienced in, that I'm very comfortable in, that I'm very knowing in. And it's beneficial for me in some situations where I'm not comfortable and not knowing. Okay? And so we can start to understand that right now, if you've got situations on your plate, like not enough money, the relationship didn't go well, whatever it is, everybody's got their stuff right now where we're being called to let go of what is no longer working. As soon as we let go of these old beliefs and these old behaviors, we'll be able to update and upgrade and recalibrate our identity. And if you think about this, nothing has to change in your 3D, okay? Nothing has to change in your life in order for you to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it right now, and you're going to be on your way for this next new moon, Because when we were little, and by the way, this is the way for humans. This is the way for humankind. Humans operate fairly consistently. Regardless of age and experience, there are some things we hold true, just like laws of nature and physics on this planet, right? Humans are not monkey listen, monkey learn. Humans are monkey see, monkey do. And so when we are little, we learn by watching other humans. Have you ever noticed how much a small human walks like their parent human? Have you ever watched a child walk just like their parent? Or watched a child talk just like their parent? Maybe they move their lips. I didn't know I said, thank you, out loud when I do the thank you wave until my son was 2.5 and he said, thank you. And I saw the little parrot and I saw the little mirror, right? And so in these ways, humans play their way into updated versions of self. We do not make motherfucking New Year's goals, y'all. If that was the truth, the whole world would change on New Year's, and it doesn't, does it? No, that shit does not work. Change your damn mind. Your mind is a computer. If you want to affect your change, you must engage your heart, the electromagnetic engine itself. That's the receiver and the transmitter that is the facilitator of your experience. So, when we have these ideas about ourselves, I had something to tell you right there before I lost my train of thought. Hold on. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, we have to play our way. When humans get grown, we get typecast, we make up a role, and we say, I'm so-and-so. I do this. I don't do that. Well, I'm capable of this and I'm capable of that. We have some pretty typecast roles for the universe too, don't we? Like, I love when people are, I'm being facetious when people are like, well, the world is a mean place, or this, that, the other, right? None of that is true. Well, I'm sorry. It's all true according to your view, right? And so, depending on your beliefs about things right now, you have situations in your life. And if you have views like, my inheritance is in fact affected, and now my ability to manifest and my well-being is affected, that's not a healthy belief, is it? That's not a belief for manifesting what you want more of, is it? That's not what you want to be a match to, is it? So now is the time during this balsamic moon phase to release that belief. The belief or the behavior that's no longer serving you. If you don't know what your belief is about a situation, you can look at the situation and ask yourself if you think it's going to turn out all right. It can tell you what your belief is right there. If, to put skin on that, if your inheritance is affected and you don't think it's going to be okay, then your belief is you need the inheritance to be who you want to be, and without it you are not. Okay? That's not a healthy belief. So in that case, and I wrote a post about this right away. By the way, I wrote a post about this. It's on all of my social medias. It's the post before this video, so you can go look at it. But that's what you want to write down today. You want to spend some time thinking about these things going on in your life. If you have a dissolving relationship and you think the relationship went bad, and if it went bad because this is all wrong, that's not a very hospitable belief, is it? Well, what if it went bad because you need to engage in different ways, right? You need to set healthy boundaries. You need to stick up for yourself. You need to whatever. Then these things that are happening, although they feel uncomfortable and although they feel, we could say, negative, they're happening for your greater good. And if you can simply pretend and decide you're going, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. If you can decide you're going to make it a hospitable belief, meaning my relationship is dissolving because I'm ready for something better. My inheritance is altered because I'm capable of other streams of revenue, right? Then you are a focal point to what you want more of, and that's all you need to be. And for the new moon, which we'll talk more about that at the new moon, that's on the 16th. That's when you want to make sure that you're the focal point of attraction for what you desire more of. Right now is the release phase. And on planet Earth right now, we have some real, what's the word I'm looking for? We have some massive operating systems of lack. We forget it's an abundant Earth. We forget it's an abundant universe. And we also forget that you can have any of that abundance that you're a match to. You can attract and be under the law of attraction, which says that which is like itself is attracted onto itself. You may call upon you anything that you desire. However, you must be a match to it, which means you have to be it. Not just think it, not just do it. You have to be it, which means that has to be your identity, which means it has to be the role you embody. And so for this next few days, 2 days, what is today, the 14th till the 16th, this is the time to release the roles of self that are filled with lack. So if I've been a single mom and I've been doing that stupid ass shit like hashtagging single mom life and dumb shit like that, fucking posturing lack, I might want to lose that right now. Because is that really what you want to identify with? Is that what you want more of as we head into Taurus? Really? No, it's not. You want to be prosperous. You want to be a abundant mom, right? Why do you choose to focus on that which makes you less than, which makes you solo, which makes you single, which makes you without? These concepts are not going to help us right now. If you are a human who is having to move your house, move your relocation. I'm navigating relocation right now. If you are navigating relocation, is it bad? It might feel like, it feels like for me, it's terribly uncomfortable. It's not any fun. I don't want to participate in any of it. But is it necessary for the next chapter of my evolution? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? So between now and the afternoon of the 16th, you want to write some things down that you are letting go of. Like, I'm letting go of single mom lack, right? I'm letting go of unworthiness. I'm letting go of talking trash to myself all the time and doubting myself. I'm letting go of letting other people cross my boundaries and take advantage of my energy because I give it to them. I'm letting go of, I'll do mine. I'm letting go of pretending I don't see red flags and then engaging in bullshit. I'm letting go of forfeiting energy where it is not reciprocated. I'm letting go of allowing myself to pay attention to programs of lack. I mean, like, I get to choose where I put my focus. So why not put it where it benefits me? So you can write down these things. Write down these things that you are letting go of, okay? And you're going to either tear it up or set it on fire or bury it in the ground. But before you do that, back up. And like I said, go read my post that I just put on social media so you can get all of this information. But you're going to say thank you, because these things that are happening right now, these relationships that are faltering, the jobs that are changing, the relocations, whatever, they are necessary because you've done some growth and you're no longer in the place that you were. And if you can trust that you're on to the next best thing, that is what's happening. And then you get to participate in that way, in a way that actually brings you more of what you want. And if you don't really, really believe it, just pretend for right now, just like when you were a little kid. That's what I was saying earlier. When we were little, we pretend our way into new behavior. We pretend our way into new roles of self. We pretend our way into new identities. We go in our mom's closet and we get her shoes and we get her dress on, or we get his work boots and we get his work shirt, and we're like, look at me. And that's how we pretend we're a big girl and a big boy. We model those clothes and we do our little walk and we do our little talk and we look at ourselves and we check everything out accordingly. And that's how we become a new version of self. We play our way. What is it? To enter the kingdom of heaven, you must enter it in a childlike manner. What that does is bypass the subconscious shutdown. Okay, so if you don't feel like everything is completely hospitable right now, just pretend. Just pretend. Give yourself the gift right now of letting go of some things that have held you hostage, some ways that you've been talking to yourself or talking to others or viewing you or the world that have been holding you back. Decide that it is time to let them go, to release the roles of lack that you have been holding. No one else is making you hold them, because everything, the truth is, everything is for your well-being. There is a steady stream of goodness that is hospitable beyond measure, benevolent beyond your wildest imagination, waiting to flow to you and through you and from you, according to your permission. It is us that keeps the filters on. We pinch the flow, and then we say this is the only one, forgetting there are infinite pipes around, just waiting to gift more resources and more abundance. It's a beautiful day to be on planet Earth. And the gift is our sovereign consciousness, which means we choose our focus, which means we have to stop reacting to what's in front of our face in favor of the creative connection that streams inside us to our hearts. And that's how we feel. The voice of spirit itself, the contract, the almighty symphony, the go-between we have with the source that is literally talking at every given second, updating ourselves, upgrading our consciousness, revolutionizing our gifts, waiting for us to plug in with that in this. Not the other way around. Not plug in with all that and then figure this out and then upgrade this. No. This is the power supply that I play with out there. And so as we let go of the filters, of the roles, of the identities that hold us hostage, we are able to participate with more clarity, more conductivity, and more connection. We're able to be more of who we want to be. And we feel so much more supported. And you end up finding that, like, wow, your health gets better. Wow, you're happier. Wow, there's real cool people ever. Like, the best things pop up at the right place, at the right time. It's amazing, past your wildest imagination. And all we have to do is become a focal point of attraction of what we want more of. Which means we have to hocus pocus focus on who we be. Not what's happening in front of our face. I know. Sounds so wild. So novel. I got a universe card for you, and I will pull a goddess card today and gift us with some divine feminine energy. My village is live. I have a private coaching group if you're interested. I don't have individual programs just yet. We're working on that. But I have a private coaching group in there if you're interested in coming into the village. And I am also offering a Be Sexy in 6 weeks transformation challenge for both women and men. And it will kick off, I think it's June 1st. It's that first week in June. I have to look at the date. But you will get a nutrition program telling you what to eat when, with recipes. And a grocery list, and a training program for either in the gym or at home, depending on which you prefer, and daily accountability with coaching. So you are put in an accountability group, and you get to see my beautiful face every day and participate in all kinds of fun stuff that we do together. We do a couple self-development exercises to help you update how you see yourself, increase confidence and connection, which is especially important for everyone, but I think you fellas really need some of that today. Y'all need some love, you know? So, okay. All right, let's see here. The card we got, oh yeah, she's right side up. Oh, we got Ocean, generosity, number 40. So 4 is about manifestation. I see 4 as like a table with strong, sturdy 4 legs. And she is saying to us today, you hear the birds next door? Ocean is saying, there is a universal law that centers on unrestrained generosity and flow. Ocean, the benevolent Yoruban river goddess, the representation of nourishment, healing, fertility, and prosperity, reminds you that life herself is given to you freely. You have been offered air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter to sleep in. So it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. The goddess Oshun encourages you to allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, your time, your money, your assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised to see how the good fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. Oshun reminds you that this is a truth that has existed since time began and will continue until the world's very end. When I was reading this, I was thinking, be childlike. Like when you're a kid, you don't ever, I don't know, I can't remember a single time where I ever ate breakfast and asked my mom what was for dinner. I was just like, this breakfast rocks, thank you. And then I was on to the next thing, right? And I participated, like I was grateful to be in life. And I gave freely of myself because I just wanted to play. So I didn't realize I was giving of myself. I was just being with you. I was just having fun and interacting and being present with you. And I had no attachment to the outcome. I didn't even know or care if you liked me. I just wanted to play. When we present ourselves in this way, it allows us to bestow fortune upon others energetically simply by existing. We literally recalibrate the field with the lightness and the goodness. Our universe card says, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. It's the perfect card for the balsamic moon. One more thing, balsamic moon care. This is not a time to go, go, go. The balsamic moon is the quiet phase of the moon before the new moon. And so salt baths, grounding on the ground, walks, yoga flows, meditation, all things where you get introspective and calm down and come within are excellent for this time, as we are naturally gifted energy to come within and to hear more. We can hear more during this time if we get quiet and sit with our intuitive nature. We will be able to stream more. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I said that. Absolutely. We're in 𝗥𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗘, the sun, today. So this is absolutely a day to sit quiet and to hear the messages that come, specifically about who you are and how you engage in life. That's the focus right now. Who you be and who you don't be. Real simple. Lots of planets in Aries. We're still keeping it real simple right now as we update and upgrade our identities, letting go of the roles of lack so that we can manifest more of what we desire. That's what time it is on Earth, and oh, ain't it nice to be here. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in working with me, email me at 𝗥𝗘𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗏. If you want information about the village or any of my projects, please email me or send me a DM. And Be Sexy in 6 will kick off the first week in June. Personal training, nutrition, accountability, self-development, best body of your life, yummy fun. And it's time to have that body. It's the summer. So, okay. Thank you for being here with me. I love y'all so big. I truly appreciate you. Mwah.